Clock with iTeam 8, where we've learned the U.S. Attorney wants domestic violence victims to seek federal charges.
The goal is to increase punishment for offenders and get the guns off the streets. iTeam 8's Cody Fisher has the exclusive details.
Most domestic violence cases are handled on the local level. To take a case to the federal level, a key item needs to be involved: a gun.
Guns in the homes, guns, in a domestic violence incident increases the chance of death by 500%.
Daniette Smith is the director of domestic violence prevention at the Indy Public Safety Foundation. How often do domestic violence situations include guns?
Oh, it quite often. I don't have a exact number on it, but there are majority of the cases that include gun.
U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Indiana explained when a domestic violence case involving a gun rises to a federal level.
We're going to look at their prior convictions, we're going to look at their history of abuse, and we're going to do an assessment of how much of a risk of gun violence does this person pose. And we're going to prioritize the people who we think are the highest risk.
The domestic violence is just the jumping off point for the crime easiest to prosecute: the illegal possession of a gun.
It lets us prosecute the firearm crime and sort of remove the need to be re-traumatized by talking about the abuse you've suffered, on the stand at trial.
When they get a conviction,
federal sentences can be, more severe at times. There's no parole in the federal system, and people serve 85% of their time.
Smith says a focus on taking cases federal will have a direct impact on survivors' ability to set up a new life.
In regular jail, when someone's locked up for domestic violence, they have so many hours and then they can get out. Well, we know with the federal courts that it's not that easy. So that alone can give a survivor some time.
The U.S. Attorney's Office tells me that local law enforcement, in partnership with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, are the ones that forward them cases for federal prosecution. So if you're a survivor of domestic violence, and if a gun was involved, make sure to tell police so that they can forward it on to the feds. Reporting in Indianapolis, Cody Fisher, Wish TV, iTeam 8.